This is my minimalist baby registry. That's what I named the thing, so I guess we'll go with that. Hello everybody, my name is Lindsay and I have been on a journey to minimalism in 2022 and there's dog hair everywhere. Had to pull the dog's food up because she was eating and it's loud. My name is Lindsay, I already said that. If you're new here, please drop this emoji down in the comments below so that I have dogs walking around. They would not be happy if they weren't in the room though. So we're just dealing with it. There's one there and one here. Anyway, I am 14 weeks pregnant right now with my second baby and it's been really fun. And also like terrible because my pregnancies aren't usually very easy. I get really nauseous and just things like that, but I'm super happy to be pregnant. So, you know, you do what you can and you take what you get and yeah, so it's been fun. But since this is my second baby, I wanted to come on here and do like what a minimalist would buy. I wouldn't consider myself maybe a minimalist yet, but I would say that I do have a more minimized version of what I would get for if I were to have a first kid. Like if this child that I'm having was my first, these are the things that with the knowledge I have now after having one already, if that makes sense, these are the things that I would buy again. So I have my list somewhere on my phone. I have a cut on my fingers, so that's why there's a band-aid there. Also, my hands are really dry, so ignore that as well. All right, so the first thing is a few outfits. You don't need a lot, and I would say before the baby's born, you don't need a ton. Like, you can buy some and like stock up if you want. I was really lucky that my sister had a boy about a year before Dan, so when she gave me all of his stuff, it was like newborns, which all newborn stuff, no matter what the season, is all about the same because they need to be bundled up even in like warmer climates and temperatures. So yeah, like, so what I wrote here, I'll go back and look. I said a couple cute outfits, right? Because you want your baby to be cute, duh. But I said, but I would try to find free, which is what I got, or thrifted items, which is also what I went and got. So I got a bunch of clothes for my sister, but then I was also like, okay, I want to get a couple things, you know, before I even got all this stuff for my sister, I went thrift shopping and I got a couple outfits. I did buy one outfit at like Old Navy. It was on sale and it was when I had just found out that he was a boy, and I bought this like cute like sweater. It was like a sweater jumper thing. I don't know, whatever you want to call that, but it was really cute. So I would just say a few outfits, nothing much, nothing major. You don't need a ton, but obviously clothes. Clothes are number one, you kind of do need those. And then along with that, you need some diapers. I have used different diapers throughout the years. So we have used the Kirkland diapers, but they changed like the formula and I didn't like them. So I started using the Pampers Baby Dry for a while and I liked those. And then Dan just grew out of those because he's like 2.5. So he's out of the highest size they had was 6. And he grew out of that, but I did just buy the Mama Bear diapers, which are the Amazon brand. So I'm gonna link those ones and the Pampers because those are the two I've used most recently. Anyway, and then the next thing is wipes. I personally really like the Kirkland baby wipes. I haven't bought them in a while. The price keeps going up and it's hard to spend $20 on wet wipes, but they are 900 wipes, so it lasts a while. But lately I've been buying the Huggies, whichever ones they are, these ones. Just been buying the Huggies because I can just order them on Amazon and not have to walk into Costco. I do like going to Costco every once in a while and I'll do Costco hauls, but I forgot to get wet wipes last time, or I walked past them and I was like, oh, I can't do it. It's $20 extra to my Costco bill. You know, it's just things like that, but it would have been nice to have them. So next time I go to Costco, I think I'm gonna get baby wipes. If I don't, then you can call me out on it. It's fine. It's fine. Call me out. It's fine. I don't care. And then, so diapers and wipes. And then I didn't actually write that one down, but those are the ones I use. And then a diaper pail. I know that not a lot of people love diaper pails. I personally couldn't live without one. I still use one for Dan. However, the one that we have, I want to get rid of when Dan's out of diapers. I want that to be Dan's exclusive diaper pail. And then when we have our next baby, I want a new diaper pail, just because they're not that expensive. It's a little bit, you know, it's a little bit of money, but it's just something that I feel like you could refresh after a couple of years. They get pretty gross. Every baby, I'm gonna get a new diaper pail and it's gonna be great. And I might try a different one because I have the Diaper Genie right now, but there's a few others that I've been looking at as well. But the Diaper Genie's great. But yeah, so it works. I used to be a nanny and they had a diaper pail and it was a Diaper Genie as well, and it lasted through 2 of their kids and they were about 2.5 years apart. So that's pretty good, I think. So if you want to try the Diaper Genie, this is the one we have and it's great. It works. Also, if you're gonna buy the refill bags, buy them in bulk on Amazon. It's just so much better. These are the ones that I buy. They work great. They're not the Diaper Genie brand, but they're great, I think. And they're cheaper and it's just a much better deal for sure. I usually buy like 4 to 8 at a time, just depending on how much I want to spend usually. And yeah. All right, the next thing is socks. And yes, socks are very important, and I would say do not buy the baby mittens. They are just a waste of money, in my opinion. I don't think that they are very helpful. You'll probably get some as gifts, especially if it's your first baby. You'll probably get some in like a little newborn gift set, and it's really cute. You can put them on your baby. But I'm gonna say socks work so much better as mittens. I used, when Dan was just teeny tiny, I used socks as mittens more than I used them as socks. So like socks were just the best for him not to scratch his face. They stayed on better. I don't know, just the mittens, the elastics that are on them are just, they don't actually hold. And so socks actually hold. And so that's why we did that. And then the next thing are swaddles, and it just depends on what kind of swaddle you want to do. You can do like a sleep sack swaddle, which is one that we ended up getting Dan when he was probably about 2 months old, because he would not sleep unless we like had him really bundled up. And so we had this sleep sack right here that actually extends until they're 18 months, and then like you can take their arms out and like it grows with the baby, which was really nice. And we would just wash it. We didn't have to, we just washed it. And I would say that it's really nice for newborns or like slightly like younger babies, like 2 months, 3 months, until they can roll over, and then you can't do that anymore. Make sure their arms are out if they can roll over. But swaddles, I just did like muslin blankets. I didn't have a specific one that I used. And then I had a couple that were kind of like scarfy. I don't know, but they worked, you know, they worked for what we needed. I don't know, I might get some new ones this time, because it's fun to like branch out with, it's fun to branch out with swaddles because they're cute. There's like different cute ones that you can try. I would just say get a couple, try them out, see which ones you like, and then get a few more of the ones that you do like. And I don't know, people will probably give you some of those as well, and then you can try them out. The muslin ones are usually the most popular, I think, though, if I'm remembering correctly. And then I wrote sleep sack, but we already kind of talked about that. So sleep sack was very important for Dan, like especially, he still uses one. So it's really nice. He loves, well, he doesn't love it. He knows what's happening when he's put in his sleep sack. He says, no, it's sleep sack right now. But but it's nice for me because I know he's warm, even because he'll kick off his blankets, and it's cold right now, and he just wears it every day. Even in the summer he was wearing it. So, you know, even though it's pretty warm, but we would put him in like a short sleeve shirt and short pants and stuff and no socks, and it just worked out. He just likes it. I don't know. He'll sleep better if he's in a sleep sack. A bassinet, if you're doing that, I guess. I guess if you're having your baby sleep in the crib, then use the crib. But This is the bassinet that my sister gave me. So she asked me what I wanted when she was gonna give me a gift for when Dan was gonna be born, and it was such a nice gift for her to do that. Like, so sweet of her to do that. But this is the one that we have, and it is so nice. It like attaches to the bed, so it's like right next to the bed. You can lower it and make it higher, and it's so nice. I'm excited to set it up with the bed the way it is now, because the bed was higher before and it was almost not quite the right height. So I'm excited to set it up with the bed now because it's not as high. We got a new box spring with this bed, so it'll be good. So yeah, I love this bassinet. It's great. I let my sister use it when she had a baby right after I had Dan. We weren't using it anymore. I mean, you only use a bassinet for like 6 months, so we still have it. I wasn't gonna get a new one because it's so nice. I was like, I love it, I'm gonna keep it. It's, you know, it's not something you want to have to rebuy all the time, but it is something that's really nice to have. But yeah, so it's gonna go right there. Okay, I wrote pro tip, so let's read this one. Pro tip: the moment you find out the gender. So I'm gonna find out the gender pretty soon here, and I'm really excited about it. But the moment you find out the gender, instead, because this is kind of a minimalist tip if you think about it, instead of going out and buying a bunch of stuff in blue or pink or whatever, make a registry on Amazon or Target or whatever, and make a registry of all the things you want. Make a registry of all the things that you think are so cute and so fun, and just put them in this registry and look at it. But maybe don't buy a bunch of stuff. Maybe buy like a couple things so that you can get excited about the baby coming, but you really don't need all of that stuff when you're like 20 weeks pregnant. And that's coming from someone that had a baby at 33 weeks, sorry. 33 weeks and 2 days, that's where my brain went. I wouldn't worry about getting all of the stuff that you need right away, and you can always buy stuff when you're in the hospital. You can like ship it to your house. I did that for sure, even though we were moving, but I just shipped it to my in-laws because that's where we were going to be staying for like a week. And then we bought our, okay, it was crazy. We bought our house, and then I went into labor. Like, we signed that we were gonna buy the house, like we put in the offer, and then I went into labor like 6 days later. I don't know, I don't know, it might have been like 2 weeks later. I don't remember exactly. But then we had the baby, and he was in the hospital for a month, but we moved into our house while he was still in the NICU, and then it was just crazy. I think back on that time and I'm like, how did I do it? And I don't know, I would like, if someone else was going through that and I was watching it on YouTube, I'd be like, oh my gosh, you're crazy, that's so much stuff. But you just suffer through it. Oh, it's just crazy. Anyway, all right, so a carrier, if you're planning to do carrying of the baby. I have a carrier, and I don't know which one I have. I don't know, just find one that has good reviews, find one that you like, find one that seems to work. Like, you can do a wrap, or you can do like the more structured carrier. I have the structured one, and then my sister has the wrap that she probably will give me when she gives me all her baby stuff again, because I gave it back to her when she had her baby, and then she'll probably give it to me again. I don't know, but like, I didn't use it a ton, but I did use it, and it was nice when I did. I was at home with the baby all the time though, so I didn't need the carrier or the wrap, but when I was trying to get a lot of stuff done and the baby did not want to be put down, it helped for sure. So, you know. And then, okay, car seat. I'm gonna read this. Car seat, obviously. I didn't want a used one. Everyone's different. If you have a friend that's got like this car seat that's great, and you trust that person, and you know it's not been in a car accident, and you know all these things, I wanted a brand new car seat. I didn't need it to be the nicest car seat ever. I wanted to know that it was new. I don't know, there's just some things that I'm like, okay, I want a new one of those. But always, if you do get a used one, always check the expiration date, That's important. And I shopped around for a while. I shopped around and looked at like the best deal I could get, because we didn't have a lot of money. We still don't. We don't have a lot of money to buy that kind of stuff, but like obviously there's some things that are just important that you need to have money for. We didn't have a lot of money. We were buying our house. It was a crazy time, and yeah, it was just insane. Sorry, I like keep thinking about that time. It was crazy. But we didn't have a lot of money, and so I had to really shop around, and I ended up finding a Graco car seat with a stroller. I'm pretty sure this is the one, and this might be an updated version of it, but I bought it on Amazon. It was like $115 for the stroller and the car seat combo, which was a good deal. It was a great deal. I don't know if you can get it for that cheap now, because inflation is just insane. All right, and then a diaper bag, and I would just say like whatever diaper bag strikes your fancy. You don't have to get a fancy one. You can get one used. You can wash a bag that you have and use it. Diaper bags are not that serious. And I thought I had to have the perfect diaper bag, and so I put this one on my put this one on my list, on my registry, and it's cute and it still works and it's great, and I probably need to wash it. But it's and we still use it for Dan, but it came with like this USB charger thing, never worked. And so it's just like, you know, just don't even worry about the little like extra things. Just get a bag, go yard sailing, go to a thrift store, see if you can find a diaper bag for really cheap, and just use that. Use whatever will work. Look on Facebook Marketplace. That is a great place to look for things. I'm not gonna lie. There are so many baby items out there, like baby toys and baby things, that better to buy used with that kind of stuff. Car seats are a different story, I will say though. Oh, I did write diapers and wipes on here. A changing pad that you can throw in your diaper bag, just literally something simple like this one. And then wipes, diapers, I already said that. A nursing cover. I like this kind of nursing cover. I have two of them. This one's really nice because it's got like a clip in the middle, and it like you can go from either side. It's really nice. You have to try it to know, but it's really great. So if it's something that you're interested in, this one's actually on Target.com. I might be able to find one on Amazon to give you a link, but this one's on Target, so I will find it for you probably. And then muslin burp cloths. These are the ones that I have, and they are great. They work perfectly, and I loved like they washed great, and I don't know, I just really liked them. I liked how bubbly they were, and I don't know, it's nothing really fancy. They're just burp cloths, and you can use a blanket too. Like you don't need burp cloths. These are just the ones that I had, and I really enjoyed them. So if you want to try them, go for it. Nipple cream is the next one, and this was very important. I had mastitis at some point, and that was no fun, and I was nursing Dan mostly, but I was also pumping. So if you're pumping and nursing, then I would definitely say nipple cream is a must. And I liked the lanolin, but you can also use other nipple creams if you want something a little bit more on the natural side, which I might end up buying something more natural this upcoming time, just because I care more about that kind of stuff now. And so that, you know, we'll see. We'll see what I end up buying, you know. And then butt paste. I don't know what it is about this stuff. This stuff is magical. This stuff got rid of all of Dan's diaper rashes, and it was wonderful. So you can try it. I love it. I also think that the triple cream, this one, I'm blanking on the name. That one's really good too. I've heard really great things. I've also used it before, and it works really well. I don't love Desitin, which is a very popular one. I just don't feel like it works that well, and it smells weird, and like, I don't know. So I'm sure that Neosporin would work too. Like, honestly, you don't have to get that fancy. I have used Neosporin. Like, I've gotten a tube of Neosporin and thrown it in my diaper bag and used it for Dan when he had a diaper rash, and that worked really well too. So it doesn't have to be these fancy diaper creams. You can just use Neosporin. It's, you know, just medicated. It's just trying to get rid of this rash that's there. So I don't know. A baby bath seat. This is the one that we have. I don't know what it's called, but I really like it. And the only issue I had with it is that Dan would like bounce himself out of it. He only did that once or twice, but the first time he did it was the most terrifying moment of my life. I turned around because I was in the bathroom with him. He was in the bath. I turned around just to kind of wipe down the toilet because, like, you know, you're down there, you can smell it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna wipe the toilet down really quick with these disinfectant wipes. And then I turn around and Dan's like in the water, and it was so scary. So I wouldn't recommend anytime being in the bath, even for 5 seconds. Don't turn around when they're little. I think he was about 4 months old at the time, so he was really active. But I just turned around and I was like, oh no, it was so scary. It was one of those moments that you're like, I'm a bad mom. Just things like that happen, and you just have to be on top of them. And then the last thing is a sound machine, and we bought this one first, and I really like it. It's the Skip Hop like portable owl, which was really nice when he was little because we could just move it around with him wherever he was. Sometimes he would sleep on the bed when he was like a newborn. He would sleep on the bed or in the bassinet, or he would sleep in his crib, or he would sleep on the couch. Probably won't do that with this crazy dog running around though, because she's insane. But so yeah. Yeah, so it was just nice to be able to like move it around with the baby. So I would recommend this one. But now that he's older, for his birthday I got him the bigger version of it, and I really like it. It's a little different. The sound isn't quite as good, to be honest, and I don't know, it's just a little different. But I do like this one because it's like, it's in his room all the time. I don't have to worry about it, but now we use both, so I don't know. We're probably not gonna get a new one or anything. We'll just use the little one for the baby and then keep using the bigger one for Dan. And then maybe when the baby's older, we'll get them their own big one. I don't know. But I really like it. It's nice, and the baby really likes it. Dan really liked the music and everything, and it comes with like, the little one comes with like 4 sounds and volume adjusting and a timer. And the big one has like the same functions, except it also has a projector that puts stars on the ceiling. So Dan really likes that function for sure. I'm always like, how many moons are up there? And he goes, just 1 moon. And it's really cute. So editing Lindsay. Hi. I'm just sitting here editing the video, and I got to the end and realized that I did not include our baby monitor that we love so darn much. It's the Cubo AI. I don't know if I'd ever want to go to any other baby monitor because this one just has like the clearest picture, and I've seen other ones and they're just not as good, and it hooks up to your phone. So it's just nice and accessible and easy. So if that's something you're interested in, I will have it linked below as well. But like, gosh, I can't believe I completely forgot about it. Dan, it's so nice. Like, I even use it now that he's like 2.5. I'll like put him in his room and turn on the baby monitor on my phone, and I'll just watch him play, because I like that he can like do it on his own and be in his own room for like a little bit on his own. I think it's a really good skill for every child to have, to be able to be on their own. And he, you know, it's just so nice. He also loves it because I can like chat with him through the baby monitor, and I don't know, I think it's really great. So
yeah, I really like it. So that's what we have is the Cubo AI, and it's awesome. And yeah.
That's all I wrote though. That's all the things I wrote. And you can get some books, you can get some other things. You don't need books for a baby. Like, you just don't need them. They don't care that much about them. Maybe some toys. I don't know, just things that you want to get your baby. That's what's really important. You don't need everything. Do like 2 toys and some clothes and get the things that you think that you need. And I know that this list is kind of long. Babies need a lot of stuff, but they don't need everything. So just keep that in mind. They don't need everything. They just need the bare minimum of the things that they do need. They need mom. And I didn't put any bottles on here. I like the Dr. Brown bottles. You know, I don't really care that much about bottles right now. I am going to try and solely breastfeed, and so that's kind of where I'm at right now. But I did like the Dr. Brown bottles when Dan was little, and we did feed him a little bit of milk, or it was a little bit of like the preemie formula every day. So I tried to not have to pump too much after a while, and I tried to not have to feed him the preemie formula after a while. So yeah, but I hope this list is helpful to you. I don't know, like, everything on this list is up for debate. You don't have to get the things that I got. You can totally do whatever you need to do. Make it for you and your baby, because that's what really matters. That's what matters to you specifically, and do what you need to do. And I love you guys, and I really appreciate you watching this video and hanging out with me. It's so fun to hang out with you and chat. I'm sorry that the background is so dark. I don't know, it might be lighter when I can't see right now because the ring light's in front of me. But I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Mwah.